Hey y'all, it's me Charlie. I'm back to talk about a few things I do to maintain my sew-in and to keep my hair healthy under my sew-in. So these are just a few things I do that work for me. Might not work for you. This is just what I do. Okay, so first thing, if you wear a lot of sew-ins like I do, you can come across a few issues. One of them being the most common problem with people who are sew-ins back to back. Your hair can become dry and brittle, and you just don't want that. You want to keep your hair healthy under your sew-in. Your real hair should come first before any weave. So before I get any sew-in, I try to give my hair 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks in between each sew-in. You just want to give your hair a break. In between that 2 to 3 weeks, you want to be deep conditioning your hair. I do hot oil treatments to my hair. Just cut my ends, and I'm relaxed. So in between that, if it's time for my relaxer, I go ahead and get my relaxer. I keep my sew-ins up for about 9, maybe 10 weeks. So that's a long time to keep a sew-in in. And I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're not relaxed, because if you're natural, your hair can mat and lock together. So I wouldn't recommend keeping a sew-in up for more than 6 weeks if you're natural, because that's just bad. Because I'm gonna tell you, one time I wasn't trying to go natural, but in between me wearing sew-ins back to back, I ended up going like 9-10 months without a relaxer, and I would never do that again. You want to get if you're relaxed, you want to get your hair relaxed in between your sew-ins, because the last time I took, at the 10-month mark, I took the sew-in out, my hair was matted together. It was like dreadlocks. So you do not want that to happen. And if you are trying to go natural, don't keep your sew-in up for more than 6 weeks. So that's that. So in between the 2 to 3 weeks that you're giving your hair the break, clip your ends, condition it, hot oil treatments, get your hair relaxed. Just go ahead and take care of that. So once it's time for you, or when you decide to get your sew-in in, go ahead, once you have your braid pattern down, go ahead and oil your scalp before you get any track sewn in at all. Go ahead and take care of that. Get that out the way. It's easier to go ahead and do it. Nothing's in your way. So just go ahead. I like to use these light drops. I like to use this. So just go ahead, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna cut down on a lot of itching, because all that itching is caused from your dry scalp. Because after 2 to 3 days, you notice you're itching like crazy, it's because your scalp is dry. So before you even get your hair installed, go ahead and oil your scalp. So about 2-3 days later, go ahead and re-oil your scalp. The problem with that is people don't like to oil their scalp during a sew-in because your weave can get oily. I know you do not want to walk around with oily weave. So one thing that I've used and I really like, and it's not oily at all, is this IC right here. This is the IC. It's a leave-in moisturizer hair and scalp treatment. So whatever you use, make sure you can use it on your scalp, because not all oils you can use on your scalp. And this is not oily. It's like water, if you can see how liquidy it is. So that's really good. I love to use this when I have sew-ins, because it has no buildup, no oil. It's just, let me see, the first ingredient is water, so that's probably basically all it is, with a little conditioner in it. It's wonderful. And if your hair is itching, it relieves itch instantly. It just completely goes away. So, and I like to put it in this little applicator bottle right here. This is actually a color applicator that I got from Sally's for $1. And it has a really, because this is so loose, I like to use this top. Is really like, it has a very, very small hole. So I get the one with the smallest hole, because you don't want it just running out everywhere. So this is what I like to use for that. So, and that's just a way to keep your hair moisturized while you have your sew-in. You don't want to get your hair to get dry and brittle. And that actually should solve that problem completely. If you're just keeping your hair moisturized under your sew-in, you shouldn't have any issues, which I've been wearing sew-ins for about 2 to 3 years, and this keeps my hair healthy. And another thing I use, this is organic root stimulator smooth and hold pudding. I don't use this on the weave, I use this on my edges to keep my edges laying down and nice and not looking, you know, ugly. I love this. This is great. This is not oily. This is the bomb.com. A lot of people have been raving about this edge control, super hold and shine. And when they say shine, they mean shine, because this mess is oily. I do not like it. I do not like this at all. I don't know if you tried it. I don't like it. It's really oily. Your hair is just like, it sticks together. It has a lot of buildup. That's the problem. It's just, I don't like it. It's like putting syrup in your hair. It's just sticky. It's not a good product. It doesn't work for my hair. Let me say that. I don't like it. I've tried this Motions. I like this. This is the Motions pomade. It's still greasy, but I think it's better than the olive oil. And here's a product that I use on my actual weave. Not a lot, like literally a teardrop of this. And it's just to help control frizz. And this is the Cara Pro Restorative. Yeah, anti-frizz. And I've had this for about 6 months, and that's all I've used. Just a little bit. Because literally you want to use one teardrop. I rub it in and just... that's it. So, if you have any questions... oh, I use this too. I use this argan oil actually on my leave out. So, I use this on my leave out. So these are all the products that I use or I like to use while my hair is in a weave or sewn in, or if you're wearing 3/4 wigs, or if your hair is just put up or braided down for a period of time. So this is what I like to use. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment below. Please subscribe. Thanks, ladies.